Hi students, today we're going to be working with fractions, and I know how much you all love fractions, so I'm going to teach you a little shortcut on how to actually get rid of fractions when you're trying to solve an equation. So let's get started with these two examples. In this first equation here, you can see we have x minus 1 over 6 equals 1 over 3. So what you want to do is you want to look at what numbers are in the bottom. So as you can see, the x doesn't have anything, so you want to think of that as a 1. We have a 6, and we have a 3. So what we want to do is we want to find the least common multiple, or the smallest number all these numbers can multiply to. So in this example, it happens to be 6. 3 can multiply to 6, 6 can multiply to 6, and 1 can multiply. So what we're going to do is we're going to multiply everything here times 6. When you do that, this first one becomes a 6x, because you take 6 times the top. In this one, you're going to take 6 times 1, which is 6. But you really want to think of this as 6 over 6, which we know is just 1. And that's going to equal, when you do 6 here, you have 6 over 3. But when you take 6 divided by 3, you get 2. So now that we went ahead and multiplied by 6, you can see all the fractions are gone. So now we just have 6x minus 1 equals 2. And now we can just solve it. We add 1 to both sides. We get 6x equals 3, and then divide by the 6. Even though it's the bigger number, that's fine. So x is going to equal 0.5 when you type that in your calculator. Over here, same idea. You want to look at all the numbers you have in the bottom. So we have x over 2 plus x over 6 equals 2. So once again, there's no number down here, so you want to think of that as a 1. So between a 2, a 6, and a 1, it looks like we're also going to use 6 for this equation. So you multiply everything times 6. When you take x times 6, you get 6x. And then you have to divide it by 2, which means you get 3x. Oh, let me change the color, my fault. So really, you're going to get 3x. Then you have 6x over 6, which we know would just be 1x. Which equals then 6 times 2 is 12. So that stays. Now here, be careful, these are both x's in this problem, which means we want to add them together before we go any farther. So we're going to have 4 x's over here equals 12, which leaves us just the one step of dividing by 4, which gets us x equals 3.